Hey guys, this is going to be some basic suroi gameplay with just a little bit of commentary. I'll keep it pretty minimal. And I'll probably just be talking about the gameplay and not really any other topic. I think there's usually a lot of great loot in those buildings. Where else should we go? Where'd it go? They probably got a handle it on it in there already. Where to next? Back here. And so we have a pretty well-equipped squad and we're all alive. It probably makes sense for us to try and be hunting down enemies while we're in a good place, relatively. That guy doesn't have armor, so I'm going to focus on him. I don't think this guy has armor either. Nice. If you spin around like this, it makes you get healed faster. Alright, let's see, what do I need? Oh, I definitely need a scope. That's kind of what I was missing all the time. Especially on this map where there are a lot of good items, including scopes. Oh, I didn't even realize we lost that guy over there. Alright, let's see, where should we head next? I guess we can go here since there might be somebody where he died. Guessed wrong. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's try and ignore that guy for now. Everybody needs some help. It's not looking too good. Okay. We're probably dead. I just realized I've been talking really quietly, and I don't know which microphone I'm recording on, so I'll try and pick up the volume a little bit. Okay, we might actually be able to recover from this, especially if the enemies are getting distracted by other people. Alright, I'll heal. How much health does he have? Oh, he's already good. See if they can drop some sodas or something. That was probably not a smart idea. I had like a fully automatic weapon or a shotgun, maybe it would have made more sense to walk in there and start spraying at him. But with that, these guys probably not so much. Oh, there's only one other guy left. They should just focus on him instead of trying to revive me. I think that's a relatively common mistake for people to make in the late game, is focusing too much on trying to revive their team instead of just eliminating the actual threat. Alright, what do we got this time? Not near a whole lot of great landmarks. It's okay. Alright, Mini 14 is great. I think this is one of my favorite weapons in the game, aside from like the super high-powered like light machine guns and things like that. I think it has it just like feels really nice the way that you can kind of shoot it semi-auto really quickly, and it feels like it has a really good spread too, or not as in like it's accurate. And in that sense, it's pretty good in close quarters also. Yeah, I might as well just finish off that guy. They're still dealing with this Jason Voorhees over here. Alright, we have to finish this guy off. Really? Alright, where's our down? He's dead. Alright, prefer to have one of these guys. Okay. This is ridiculous. It's taking so long. Okay, there we go. That was kind of lucky. Where'd he go? Still up there. Oh, come on. Alright, he's probably pretty low on health. Alright, this guy's still alive, yeah. I don't think I've seen that weapon before, whatever it is. That purple looking one. Or no, maybe that's the semi-automatic 50 cal, just with a different projectile color than what I remember from a while ago. Alright, let's see. Don't see any green ammo, so I'm just gonna pick that up. Okay, finally I have a backpack. I should have picked one of those up earlier. And we'll probably I like how over time they've been sort of upgrading like the sound effects. I think that makes the game a lot more fun when each shot feels like it has a little bit of weight to it. So just sounding sort of like a clicking noise. Alright, got here. Somebody's already been here. Okay, on a lot of interesting stuff around here. Alright, you know what? Let's just head over there. Might not be the best idea since that guy just... Okay. I was gonna say, maybe not like really the most wise idea in terms of self-preservation, but if one of our guys dies that early, you kind of just have to like go for it and try and make a move as opposed to just allowing yourself to be picked off. All right. Okay, pretty close to this, whatever this thing is, the bombed out military base, but it's also kind of late game, or we didn't get into the lobby super early because I see there are already about 15 people in there, so see if there's anything left. And yep, there definitely is. Oh, hold on, I saw one of the black supply crate. All right, is that around here, or am I just remembering that from the last game? All right, whatever. I'll just stick near my buddies for now. So, although I don't think melee weapons are that useful for combat, I'm a big fan of them because even simple ones like do I have that one? Whatever, he can have it. Because they just make picking up items so much more quickly, or so much quicker. And once you get either like an axe or this small mace thing, you can pretty much guarantee you're never gonna run out of ammo because you can just break open those pallets in the warehouses or in other places too. And that combined with, oh, I didn't even have this loaded. And that combined with a really powerful weapon that has really scarce ammo, like a 50 cal weapon, is a great combo because the main downside of a weapon like that is you run out of ammo really quickly, but with this thing or the axe, you have, as long as you have a second to break open crates, you have more or less a endless supply of whatever ammo you want. Alright. Alright, we're all still alive. That's good news. How do I... Okay. I forgot how to ask for ammo. Oh, that's friend. Let's try and block him off. And I'm somehow really low on ammo, which is not that common in this map. This KS is definitely a worse weapon, but I just don't have enough ammo. Alright, not gonna kill any of them with that, but just want to try and get them to back off a bit. And I think that's something important to remember. Like, you can kind of, like, suppress people in this game by just shooting near them and sort of get them nervous by ensuring they see lots of bullets flying. Ah, that was a perfect chance to knock one of them out or finish that guy off, but I missed the shot. Oh well. What do I need? That's... Out of ammo. That's, again, not a very common occurrence on this map. Alright, gotta find something here. There we go. I shouldn't have run at him like that. Damn, no time to even heal up. He has the M1 Grand. That's also a great weapon. Seems to have like a really low magazine, or it definitely has really low magazine capacity. But I think each individual shot is pretty powerful, so it has overall good output. All right, where are we? Let's go to this thing. An early supply crate drop. Not even gonna bother with anything else in here because it's very likely that people are gonna be running straight at it. It's gonna be kind of a high traffic area because of this military base, but I'll still shoot the flare anyway. Alright, I'll help out this guy, because it looks like those two are up there. That's not a good idea. Alright, just try and have everybody gather back here and we can at least get the supply drop. Oh my god. Come on. Why would you do that? Yep, I'll heal you. Okay, well, great news that we got the Grand. Very useful weapon. Are we all still alive? No. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. This is quickly becoming very dangerous. Alright, let's just get out of here. I can't do much without ammo. Alright, I'm gonna snag that. Be real tempting to run back in there to get all that ammo, or ammo and weapons, but I think I have a good enough loadout for now that I'd rather just focus on staying alive. Surrounded. Alright. Wow, only 200 damage done that entire time. Okay. here. I might be able to kill this guy because he doesn't have any armor. Oh, he got me first. Alright, only 8 people. We should be able to grab this flare. Fine. Okay, that's fine actually. We're early enough that they can probably loot that area. And I can get this without it being too much of a risk. So I think when you're in squad or single mode, that's when it makes more sense to take risks in the early game. In the squad mode is kind of obvious why. It's because you can. I think it's just like easier to recover from early mistakes because you have so many people that can be revived, or rather, so many people who can revive you. And in single player mode, it makes sense to take risk early game because if you don't and just try and play it safe, then you're almost certainly it's very unlikely that you're going to win or make it very far because, like, if you just take the safe route and end up with an okay loadout, you're probably there's a very high chance that you're just going to get killed by somebody who took more risks early game and got a better loadout earlier on. So it's like either you take the risk and have some chance of winning, or you don't take risks early game and you get an okay loadout and you have a decent chance of surviving until the mid game, but a very low chance of winning. And then in duos, I think that's when you have to be kind of conservative because, like, you can't really recover that well from a mistake early on. And there are enough people move slowly enough in duos in comparison to single player mode that, like, you don't really have to get all the best possible stuff right away. Alright, I'm kind of just getting sucked into chasing this guy, but whatever. So what I was trying to do there is when you have like a rapid enough fire weapon like the Mini 14, you can try and like force them toward water or other terrain features like that. Because either you force them to walk into the place where they're going to get really slowed down, you can pick them off, or they're going to have to run into wherever you're shooting. Okay, are we all alive? No, that guy was just running around a zone. Okay, we're in a decent spot. Only 12 people left. And let's see. There are 9 other people. So I think there's a decent chance that there aren't any full squads of 4 left. Alright, that's not good. Alright. This will be the last one. Let's try and end on a good note. That red shit down there is usually pretty good because it has, I think, usually some sort of sniper rifle, but in squad mode, I don't think a sniper rifle is really that useful. People are just moving around all over the place so much that it's not that likely to make a difference. Well, I guess I am picking up a sniper rifle right now, but I wouldn't go that far out of my way to get one. looks like he just died in here. No. Okay. I wasn't really paying attention to the kill feed, so I don't know what happened to him. Already have enough adrenaline. So I head over here, see if we can kill anybody. Worst case, we'll at least get some ammo, I guess. And yeah, maybe we can go down here. This thing hasn't been taken yet. That opens up the sky. I don't think that can open up that locker. Not much good here. Okay, actually, that's great. You can't, I'm pretty sure you just can't open that. Okay, anyway, advanced athletics is pretty good for late game. You can just kind of run circles around people, especially if there's a decent bit of water or lots of trees left in the final arena. So whenever I get the advanced athletics perk, oh, hold on, I knocked somebody out, so somebody might be trying to revive him. Anyway, whenever I get advanced athletics, I try to, even if I'm in a squad and people aren't near a river, I always try to run up and down rivers just because it gives you such a great movement boost. And it also kind of allows you to like scout out areas that that your team doesn't have eyes on in a pretty safe manner, because you can escape really easily. Alright, that guy might die. Nice. Almost kind of blew that. But I knew that he was on really low health because my teammate got him with a pretty direct grenade hit. Alright, I'm really low on green stuff. Green ammo, 5.56. Just drive him out of there with a grenade. Nice, that was lucky. Alright, we probably got this in the bag. I'm gonna drop this so that he can't even. Well, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna drop that so he can't even see me when I'm hiding in a tree. All right, well, that was a good note to end on. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching.